Restoring databases. In this demonstration, I will be restoring two sample databases that are available for free download from Microsoft. One, which has been recently released, is called the Worldwide Importers Sample Database, and the previous sample database that was widely available was known as the AdventureWorks database. So I will be restoring these two databases to my SQL server. These databases are sample databases. As I said, they are fictitious companies that have employees, warehouses, and products have relationships between those entities, and we can use these databases as test databases to run our queries and so on. So let's go ahead and restore both the AdventureWorks and the Worldwide Importers databases. So I open up SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. I'm going to right click on databases and select restore database. So let's look at some of the options that we have here. We're going to select the source device as a file, and we're going to add the source directory where we have located our where we have downloaded our backup files for the AdventureWorks and the Worldwide Importers database. So I've downloaded them to this folder here. So I'm going to firstly restore the AdventureWorks database to my SQL server, and SQL Server detects the backup sets contained in that backup file as a full backup, which was taken on the 17th of July in 2014. If I select timeline, because this is only a full backup, I'm not able to select a date range or a time range for this restore. So we only have one option available, which was the backup taken at the point in time of 17th of July at 4:18 p.m. So I'm going to select the files option, and what this will tell you is where the original SQL data files and log files were located, where they were backed up from. So on the original database, it was originally located at this folder path that you see here for the data file and this path for the log file. I am going to restore to my C drive, Microsoft SQL Server folder, into my data folder. So if you have already assigned a LUN or drive to your server, you will want to select to relocate all files to the drive letter that is assigned to your new volume or LUN for your server. In this case, I don't have any other drives, so I'm just going to restore to my C drive. On the option, I'm going to say to restore with recovery so that the database will be ready to use. So I'm going to select OK. The restore process begins, and it should be a fairly quick process, and you get prompt from SSMS that it has been restored successfully. So we expand out our AdventureWorks database, and we see all the tables here that are contained on this database. So let's go ahead and restore the Worldwide Importers database. So here we see the data that is stored in this table, in this test table. This database, the recovery model should be by default the default is full recovery model for a database. This database test databases uses the simple recovery model. So let's go ahead and restore now the other database. Same procedure, browse to where we have the backup file. There's only one backup set, which is a full database backup, so we don't have the option to select any other time. Let's say if we were to select a time range before this period, what will happen? It is not possible. You can only select when a backup was taken at that point in time to restore to for a full backup. Again, we leave the files uh, destination folder as is because we don't have any LANs or volumes on this server. Continue with the restore process. So this has completed successfully. If we expand out the worldwide importers database, we will see that there are a number of tables on this database as well. So this concludes this demonstration on database restores using SQL Server Management Studio.